Terry Lawlor. I'm here driving the original 1980 XD Falcon that Bob Morris and Bill O'Brien shared at Bathurst and Australian Touring Car Championship. With Heritage Touring Cars, all these cars are the original cars and they're run to the original specs. They're very strict on that, including all the engine, which is a 351 Cleveland, a 4-speed top load gearbox, and all the other mechanical specifications are all what they should be back in 1980, including brakes, etc. In 1981, Bill O'Brien ran this car, and he ran it right through to 1984, which was the end of the Group C era. It ran under the Everlast sponsorship in the last couple of years. I've owned this car for 3 years and won the Group C championship in it last year. As I say, these are the original cars raced at Bathurst. The cars are like they were back in 1980. They're hard, they're big, they're hard to drive, but it does have a lot of mechanical grip with like 10-inch tyres on the back. So I bought the car 3 years ago from a friend of mine, but John Harris in Queensland restored the car back to its original specifications, and that's what you see now, right down to the last sticker. When we bought it, the car was not quite correct, so we had to do quite a few modifications to brakes, inlet manifold, to make it correct as it was in the day, and that's the way they have to be, and it's very strictly enforced. So as I say, I've owned this car for 3 years, and last year won the Group C championship in it, so we've got a few lap records around the place, so it's a really good car. So we've raced this car at Bathurst, and this year we are one of the support categories for the Bathurst 1000, so it's really good to take the Bathurst cars back to Bathurst. Crowds go crazy about it. With Heritage Touring Cars, logo says we are the legends of Bathurst, and that's what these cars are, legends of Bathurst, and that's the best track to have these cars at. Having said that, I haven't raced at Winton for quite a few years, and this is the first time here for this car. So the livery you see on the car is exactly as it was in 1980. In historic racing, we're not allowed to have any sponsors, so what you see on the car is what there were in the day. And the only restriction now is tobacco advertising, which this car didn't have, but these are the original sponsors. So this car in 1980 was the first car to have in-car commentary. So it wasn't the first car to have in-car camera, but it was the first driver commentary, which was Bob Morris. And unfortunately a slower car got in the way and he did drop the F word on camera. So this car is that original, that it still has the 2 holes in the dashboard that held the in-car camera, which was the size of a really large TV camera. So that's how original this car is. We've been looking around. I've had Group A cars before, and we just really wanted to try Group C racing, and this one came along, and it is a famous livery, so it really attracted me to the car. So as I mentioned, this car is the original specifications. However, it is prepared by Brad Tilley, who's really one of the Australia's best Ford specialists, and we've got this thing going really well.
Australia.